So most of the rest of them will just be censuses until I can actually move stuff. And now that I can actually get roads into Baluchistan, I probably will do that. But I didn't think of it at the time. But if you guys think it's a good idea to do a cut-up episode, I might do that for the next one. It's not going to be that, that good, that interesting to watch me, sit there going, my infamy is going down. Obviously, there's still the micromanagement aspect, and some people actually said that they like the watching me do the micromanagement, so, or that they don't, or that they don't want me. That it was refreshing to have me sitting there, not being able to go to war. So, and I definitely cannot go to war now. I could get 10 more infamy, but I don't really want to. So it's gonna be a peaceful stretch as soon as, and look at that, Polotska's capturing Marv, so they'll actually get land out of this as soon as we kicked them out of land. They're gonna gain more land because they're declaring war on people, or they were actually at war with them. So, and the Timurids are getting eaten by rebels already. So yeah, that's not necessarily the best outcome of that. And Polotsk may come out of this better than they went into it, considering they went into it at war with the Ottomans, and I don't know why it told me this. The siege of Dagestan is over. I don't own Dagestan anymore. So, whatever. I hope those Persian patriots win. I don't know if I watched enough to see if they did anything. But yeah. Just kind of keeping an eye on things and trying to move my troops around to places, because I still have a high revolt risk in some of the places that I captured. Bihar annexed Nepal. That's not good. And then it's like Falklands. I own the Falklands? Since when? And I realized, well, whatever. I do own them because I kind of went out of my way to capture them. So it's kind of stupid that I didn't remember that. Yeah, it's kind of stupid that the Caspian Sea and the Great Lakes don't count as ports. And Mengi Shalak is worth a little bit, but not enough for me to actually bother with that. It's actually worth more than Astrakhan, but there's more benefits to having things than that. Get more, I don't know, merchants or something. It doesn't count as a coastal center of trade, though, which is what I was discussing when it was kind of stupid. Although I suppose it does matter, because you can't really get to the ocean and stuff in there, so. You shouldn't get the benefit for colonies. Although I guess it would make sense for the Great Lakes after, because America, the United States, had a lot of colonists moving west. But yeah, I don't think that really the game really takes that kind of thing into consideration. So. Yeah. Here I'm just moving my troops around so that I have it evenly spread out along the border, so I can do another blitz into Polotsk if I need to. I don't necessarily want to go too far inland there, because Persia's kind of this rocky, bad place to be. And it's hard fighting there and stuff, so I just kind of like, oh, I can't get them there. Well, the reason why I can't is because it's not actually in the ocean. It's sitting at the port there in Makran. And I realize that now. And yeah. And there you go, the see Polotska actually doing a wall breach on Kandahar right there. So I may actually have to attack Polotsk again to capture that stuff. So, cleansing a heresy is not as good as Holy War. So it's more infamy to take stuff from Polotsk. And then we get a new pope. So that's not good. Well, I don't know if that's good or not. I'm checking to see what would happen. Nothing weird happens there. So yeah. I apologize for the post commentary. I know I'm not very good at this sort of thing, and I try to avoid it as much as I can. But the original audio was unsalvageable. I tried to use a new microphone, and it didn't turn out the way I hoped it would. I'm like, it's high time that there's a lot of guys. So I decided that I was going to go to Africa. And this is where I actually start marching my guys up the coast. And I'm thinking, well, maybe it's over here that has the 4. And no, it's further up the coast right there. And only 2 provinces away here. And there's actually 2 provinces that are base 4 there. So, yeah, it's a better idea to do that. And eventually, I need to do it before 1650. I need to take care of the African guys there. So, it'll be weird going into Victoria with half of Africa. Though I suppose that's not necessarily not something that happened. Victoria is not mostly an economic game. It's more micromanagement of the economy than this, though. So you got to keep a lot of things in mind, and marching up, killing the rebels that don't have a country yet, the natives. I couldn't think of the word for a second. I don't know why that happens, but sometimes it just jumps to the top of the screen, the top of the map. Maybe it's just something with my mouse or something. And I've got 90 prestige, so I'm doing pretty good on prestige. Probably still number 1. I'm getting a pretty good bonus from that. And I haven't captured any of the Orthodox provinces yet. Well, no, Astrakhan was Orthodox. I think I converted them already. But as far as I know, the only province that needs converting is the new one and Indus, I think. So. Yep. I don't care about Molly. Cut. So, yeah. Almost got all my stuff out, and Bengal shows up again. Luristan gets captured, and I'm just making sure that they're not moving into my territory. And as you can see, they're rapidly trying to rebuild their army after I destroyed it. I probably should have tried to take their money so they would have less of a chance to rebuild. But I may not have been able to get them to release more people that way. I don't know how much most of their provinces are worth now, their base taxes and stuff like that. So I'll have to kind of look at that. I know they're significantly weakened since their heyday. And I'm just splitting up my armies, trying to figure out, I'm getting quite a bit. Trying to look at how many I need to reinforce. Look at my manpower now, 61,000, because of all the reinforcing I'm doing. Yeah, it's just plummeting. And now that I've seen it, I'm noticing more that it's not actually from the war. It's actually from the process of moving through and getting attritioned and stuff. So, making sure the Incans are fine. And seeing what I can do with them. Can't really do anything though. Now I'm definitely gonna have to take care of the Cherokees. That shouldn't be too much infamy. Maybe 8 or 9 infamy for that. But I don't want to go to the point where if I get a leader that's really shitty. And I think my next leader's 5? So he's more balanced. He's not as crappy militarily. Actually, I think he's only one better militarily. So, yeah. I'm not sure what to do about the whole alliance with Portugal thing. I think it's kind of run its course, although it may cause them to declare war on us in the Americas. I'm not sure. But I really want to have... I don't want them to get a bunch of stuff. And there I colonize a province in southern Africa after marching my troops up, killing the natives as I go. For the reasons stated earlier. So if you... let me know what you guys think about that. I don't want to actually attack them, but they do have some stuff I want. And the problem is that it's not very, I don't know, it's, I guess, out of character, and it doesn't really benefit us in a kind of forward-thinking kind of way to do something like that. I mean, they've been our allies for, like, what, 100 years or so? And here I'm getting royal marriages with people. Russia, and Armenia. I think I basically go through and pick all the people that I've actually released. Yeah, Wallachia. And I think, like, and look, yeah, Naples is actually, or Mantua is actually taking Sicily over. So if Sicily loses to Mantua, then we might get a chance to complete our mission, which has been our mission for quite a long time. A Neapolitan nationalist in southern Sicily, so yeah. So I'm just kind of looking around, and Sicily might, if I declare war on them, Byzantium might take that stuff. So, that's possibly something that would happen. I'm looking for more people to make royal marriages with or something. There we go. And Wallachia rejected. What, of all people, I don't know why they did. So we're at 170 with them. Nothing stupid happens when we do that, and ignore them. So, you know, no weirdness there. Try to get one with France. France rejects because they're assholes. One of the things I should have done is try to get a military access with Russia. But I didn't do that. And here I start checking, looking at my infamy bleeding, but yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking here. It's interesting that controlled cardinals gives you a bonus to that. And then, like, they excommunicate Mantua for trying to regain Rome for them. Good job. And like, you want some money? And then, you know, there's weird Lithuanian Moroccans, Fez is in Morocco. Although most of their provinces are actually probably Lithuanian. And I send a gift to Sweden. I'm looking at Norway. I'm disappointed at them. Why did you lose? Yeah. Not much going on here. My manpower started going back up, though. And, my stability, or not my stability, but my prestige is going down. Here I'm looking at to see about trade centers. In Liguria and Corsica. Liguria is actually quite valuable. I just noticed. And Andalusia's got a 99%, but it's only got one seat left. And Tuskegee has actually got a good amount of stuff. But I don't know. But when it says compete chance, it may not actually mean that for more than the first one, if there's not maximum seats there. So I'm still doing well in Lubeck. I've had 5 in Lubeck for a long time, and I think I was actually part of the Hanseatic League for a while. And they don't want to do anything. There, okay. Now that's where I start getting royal marriages with other people. I can't do anything with Austria. Because Austria are stupid or something. I don't know. It's really hard to find Catholic people to do that with. And here I'm turning off my navy and turning on armies to see who actually needs replenished. And I see pretty much the only one that needs replenished is in Cape, because they just marched down. And so that I can just wait until they're done, and then I'll be able to turn off my money box. So I guess decisions. Decisions for the next thing. Well, if anybody has any ideas or suggestions, feel free to ask, or questions or suggestions, feel free to ask or suggest them. Obviously, I'm not going to do it unless I think it's a good idea, unless you have a really good reason for me to do it. Aside from it would be cool to do that. Declare war on Russia. They're assholes, or something. And Russia's actually losing to Sweden in the north and winning in the south. So, we'll see how that turns out. It looks like Riga is being captured by Andalusia. I mean, basically I'm just thinking about taking care of my native problems in Africa and the Americas. And, you know, doing my colonization sort of thing. Trying to outmaneuver Portugal on that. But, if anybody has any ideas on what I should do with the Portugal situation, or Andalusia, just to try to get, you know, find a solution to our problem of losing stuff to Portugal every time we declare war on somebody in India. So they're due a population census, and earlier I actually did something in did another guy in Africa. So and our empire goes all the way from Carthage all the way over here to India. So that's pretty cool. Maybe not India proper as we think of it, but Indus. And technically Byzantium is also part of our empire. So yeah, it's a good way of thinking about it. Notice that they're not actually an empire. They use our system of government while we have a something like that. I don't know exactly how you end one of those. So we'll just have to see. Yep, see, they're winning right there. There's when I turn my treasury up to, I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Because I was going to need some money for doing the stupid thing I'm about to do. I locked my treasury there. And I turned down on my military slider. And it's like, and it wasn't as much as I thought, but I'm actually making money at this point. So I'm like, I need to be making money. See these big ships here? I should look at them. They're all awesome. Deleted. Because I'm like, oh yeah, I can build those new things. Those new things. Yeah, new ships that are replacements for galleys. Crap. So, yeah. They would be good patrol ships for internal waters, but barks are still better, so I start rebuilding the caravels, which is stupid, and I shouldn't have done that, because I will actually be getting new ships at the next naval tech. So, yeah. Great plan there. You might notice that I'm getting a lot of production tech. That's because I have a lot of manufactories. And obviously I'm getting government tech from all of my universities. So, that's good. Look at all the rebels in there. So, just looking around India. So, yeah. What do you guys want me to do with India? You think I should ally with them? With Incas, I should say. I think I should ally with them. Try to, if I colonize next to them and then get real buddy-buddy with them, I can actually make them Westernized. So, that might be cool. But I'd have to try to protect them from Portugal, who's eating more and more of South America, which is as I expected them to do. So, yeah, and the Chimu obviously are also there. I could declare war on them and make them release the Chimu, and then be all nice to the Chimu. And of course, there's still other places in America to discover, and more places to colonize. Not sure about getting Central America, maybe Panama for obvious strategic reasons. But I may just end up trying to capture that later, to be more realistic, I suppose. I'm just kind of looking at Portugal, and yeah, maybe ending. What do you guys think about ending the relationships we have with Portugal, just so that we have the option of being aggressive towards them if we need to be, and making it so that they can't take more parts of India, or that we could actually take parts of India from them. Because if we're not allied with them, we could actually be forced to declare war on them by one of our other allies, so I'm not sure how we want to go about doing that. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think. And, yeah, that'll be it for this session. So, yeah.